Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve extraordinary success while others remain stuck in the same place year after year? The truth is, success doesn't just come from luck or even talent. It comes from systems, habits, and the structure of your daily life. And if there's one thing almost every self-made millionaire swears by, it's the power of a morning routine. Not just any routine, but a deliberate and empowering start to the day that sets the tone for wealth, clarity, and unstoppable momentum. Today, we're going to dive into the millionaire morning routine that changes everything, financially, mentally, and physically. If you want to step into the mindset of the wealthy and start living at a higher standard, it all begins with what you do in the first few hours after waking up. 1. Wake up with purpose. The first and most critical element of the millionaire morning routine is waking up early. Almost every study of high achievers, from CEOs to entrepreneurs to athletes, shows that they guard their mornings fiercely. Why? Because mornings give you control. When you wake up before the world demands your attention, before emails and distractions, you enter a state of power. You are proactive instead of reactive. The average millionaire doesn't stumble out of bed at 9 or 10 a.m. They wake up early, sometimes as early as 5 a.m., because they know that those quiet hours are sacred. Even just 1 or 2 hours of intentional focus before the world wakes up can transform your productivity and, in the long run, your net worth. But waking up early is just the start. The second step in the millionaire morning routine is movement. Exercise is non-negotiable. You don't need to train for a marathon or spend 2 hours in the gym. What matters is activating your body, because movement energizes your brain, reduces stress, and sharpens your focus for the rest of the day. Successful people understand that money is built on energy. If you lack energy, you can't perform at your peak. A 20-minute run, yoga, stretching, or even push-ups at home can work wonders. The goal is not just physical fitness, but mental clarity. Exercise floods your body with endorphins, primes you to think bigger, and teaches you discipline, the same discipline you'll need in wealth building. 2. Prime your mind for success. After movement comes mindset. This is where most people go wrong. They roll out of bed, scroll through social media, and allow chaos into their minds before they've even had breakfast. Millionaires do the opposite. They prime their mindset for success through meditation, visualization, and gratitude. Some spend 10 minutes meditating to quiet their thoughts. Others journal their goals, and many visualize what they want their future to look like. Why is this important? Because wealth starts with clarity. If you don't know where you're going, how will you get there? When you visualize your goals, seeing yourself closing that business deal, achieving financial freedom, or even living in your dream home, you're training your brain to align with those outcomes. Gratitude, too, is a powerful part of this step. It's not just about being positive. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, which is the mindset every millionaire needs. Next is learning. Millionaires never stop learning, and mornings are the best time to feed your brain with knowledge. Instead of scrolling endlessly through Instagram or watching random videos, they dedicate time to reading or listening to something educational. Studies show that the average CEO reads about 50 books a year, and Warren Buffett himself spends 80% of his day reading. Why? Because wealth is a reflection of the ideas you hold and the information you apply. Spending even 20 to 30 minutes each morning on a high-quality book about finance, business, psychology, or personal growth can dramatically compound your knowledge over time. The information you consume in the morning shapes your decisions for the day, and better decisions are the building blocks of financial success. 3. Structure the day like the wealthy. Now comes planning and execution. Millionaires don't leave their days to chance. They set clear intentions and prioritize ruthlessly. Many use a simple system. Identify the top 3 most important tasks of the day. Those tasks that, if completed, will move them closer to their big goals. They don't get lost in endless to-do lists or busy work. Instead, they focus on what matters most. This is where most people sabotage themselves. They spend their mornings reacting to emails, notifications, and other people's priorities. Millionaires, on the other hand, protect their mornings for deep work and high-leverage activities. By the time the average person is sipping their second cup of coffee, millionaires have already executed on the most valuable part of their day. Let's not forget the role of nourishment. What you put into your body in the morning determines how sharp and energized you will feel throughout the day. Millionaires know this, which is why they avoid sugar-heavy, processed breakfasts that cause crashes and brain fog. Instead, they fuel their bodies with clean, nutrient-rich foods, protein, healthy fats, and hydration. Some fast until later in the day to sharpen focus, while others start with a balanced meal. The point isn't to follow a specific diet, but to be intentional with nutrition. Energy is currency, and millionaires guard it carefully. 4. Reflection and consistency. The true secret. An overlooked but powerful part of the millionaire morning routine is reflection. Many spend just a few minutes journaling about what they're grateful for, the lessons they've learned, and the challenges they want to tackle. This reflection helps them zoom out of the chaos of daily life and stay connected to the bigger picture. It also creates a sense of alignment, reminding them why they're working so hard and what they're striving for. Without reflection, it's easy to drift, get distracted, or chase things that don't actually matter. With reflection, you anchor yourself to purpose. Finally, millionaires understand that mornings are not about perfection. They're about consistency. The routine doesn't need to be 3 hours long or filled with rituals copied from 10 different productivity gurus. It's about building a simple, repeatable structure that sets you up for daily wins. Wake up early, move your body, prime your mindset, learn something valuable, plan your day, and nourish yourself. Do this consistently, and it compounds into massive transformation. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of tiny, consistent habits repeated over years. Think about it this way. Your mornings are like the foundation of a skyscraper. If the foundation is weak, it doesn't matter how tall you try to build. The whole structure will eventually collapse. But if the foundation is strong, you can build as high as you want. That's exactly what the Millionaire Morning Routine provides. A strong foundation for wealth, focus, and clarity. It's not glamorous, and it's not instant, but it works. Every morning you win, you multiply your chances of winning in business, in relationships, and in finances. So, if you've been searching for the missing link between where you are now and the financial success you dream of, stop looking for shortcuts or overnight tricks. Start by owning your mornings. That's where discipline is built. That's where clarity is found. And that's where wealth begins. Adopt the Millionaire Morning Routine. And you won't just change your mornings, you'll change your life, your mindset, and your financial destiny.